Episode 388. Thank you all for listening to episode 387, Moments of Memory. I am Gary Carey here. Here with my co-host.
You got Mr. Bear.
And I'm Cody Buck, here live in the basement.
Dub, turn down the air today. It's nice and cozy down here.
We got a great show for you. Hey, Dub, if you were a hot dog, would you eat yourself?
Probably not.
Only if there was chili and cheese.
Just say yes and we'll move on.
You seriously? Hold on, time out. Wait. You seriously turned your AC on already? Dude, it literally hasn't even been 24 hours of 80 degrees and you already have your AC on.
Yes.
At least wait till tomorrow.
Yes. No.
No, you can do it now. You got to do it tonight so it don't run as hard tomorrow.
They have these things called windows and you open them up and there's like this outside thing called air and wind and it comes through and it's nice and comforting.
It was last night. I'll tell you that right now.
It's supposed to be like 55 tonight. It's going to be the exact same.
Nature ain't fast enough.
Let's see. Oh, sorry. The low's 53. My bad. Even cooler. I'm disappointed in you, Dub.
That's all right. I got your back, Dub. We ain't got time for Mother Nature. Got to do what you got to do.
My house, sweating, rolling down my back in my own house.
So, Dub got to work for the first time in 12 years of me asking him. He worked a show.
Yes, I love it.
He got himself a nice little pass. Says Garth at Notre Dame. He got to hear his 3 favorite songs, got to be in his favorite place. Dub was happy.
Low places?
Yeah, friends in Irish places, as the shirt said. Yep. Dub had himself a good time.
Did you give away any money? Did you do all your math right?
I don't know, man. That stand was a little off. Cost us some cash. But here's the worst part. So that stand was short, and it was credit card only.
How's that possible?
Well, I think the count got jacked up somewhere on the count end. So, because there was some other stuff going on, but it's okay. It's the simple math. He doesn't teach the math. He teaches other things.
I'm assuming though you have to put. Do you click? I mean, is it like a POS touchscreen? You have to probably put in the price.
No.
Credit card?
You just type the price.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely fat fingered something for sure. No doubt.
Just an update real quick. The Toledo Walleye are beating the Wheeling Nailers 5-3 in the second period.
Ooh, good game tonight. Big time.
We're up 2-0, right?
This is a third straight game they've scored 5. They won 5-1 Friday, 5-2 on Saturday, and now it is 5-3.
There we go.
Their goalie is garbage. I called him backboard because he couldn't corral in a puck.
Yeah. And I see if we win, we either go to Utah or where? Who's Utah playing?
Raisin River, Ready River,
Yeah,
Red River. I don't know where it's at, though. I'd have to look it up. Great.
Utah. Yeah, I got it up. Utah or Rapid City?
Rapid City. There it is.
That's Iowa.
Yeah.
That sounds like Iowa.
They'll still be they're still the number 1 seed in all of the ECHL though, so they still have home ice.
So they'd have home ice, yeah.
So it would still be games 1 and 2. They were trying to sell game 6 tickets, which made me laugh, which would be Monday, the 16th. But obviously, if they win tonight, I don't think they're going to make it there. A sweep would be great. That would be fantastic. They, after going 7, give them a little bit of rest. But tomorrow, they should get one of the guys from Hershey. So
yes, because Hershey got knocked out
Hershey lost to Wheeling's up team in the playoffs. So if they would have lost, they would have been able to get Wheeling a goalie and some more players, which would help them out. Now, Toledo gets Vila, I think. Vila's his name.
Mm-hmm. He's back.
Top prospect. Yeah. And I don't think he's back tonight, is he?
I don't think so.
I think it'll be tomorrow or game 4.
Yeah, they get him back because Wheeling's goalie, their starting goalie originally is in the AHL right now because the AHL goalie is the Penguins' current goalie.
Yeah,
he's going off.
Yeah, and the Wheeling goalie now is just garbage, and he's the one that kept him in last series against Fort Wayne.
Right,
their normal goalie. So yeah, good on them, but Toledo is looking good, and if they can get Vila back, they need to make this run. They need to win the cup this year because they've had a lot of good teams here over the last, not counting the COVID year. Well, actually counting the COVID year when it got canceled. They
dropped out. Fort Wayne won. Well, that was last year.
Yeah, no, it was 2 years ago. No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. 2 years ago is when they cut the season. They had a really good team. That was the year they followed up losing in the Kelly Cup to Newfoundland.
Right, I remember.
They had a good team and they canceled the rest of that year. And then kind of Fort Wayne won last year, but
short and see, but it was partial teams.
Yeah, I don't even know if I went to a game last year, honestly.
Yeah, I haven't gone to a game since pre-COVID. I had to.
Yeah, it was the playoffs.
Yeah, we were there. That's right. So
we went to all of them.
Yeah,
but I obviously started that back up again this year now. So yeah, and of course on Friday, well, I guess I shouldn't say that because I didn't ask Cody, but literally every person that I asked was out of town or doing something. So I didn't ask Dub because I knew you were going to be, so there was no point.
Yep. So we got
last Friday night.
We got to thank some people real quick. Hi. Thanks to Brandon at All Wear Clothing. Get your clothing needs met by Brandon at All Wear. Maybe he's got a Cubbies jersey for Dub. Hey, Dub, what size Cubbies jersey do you need?
Oh, at least a 2X.
Hey, what's a 2X like? Oh, thanks to Brandon at All Wear Clothing. Visit allwearclothing.com. Mention Overline Podcast. He will hook you up with that deal. Thanks to Crandall's Quality Landscaping. Give Sean a call, 419-704-5471. Serves the Toledo and surrounding areas and not.
I'm trying to think where. Somewhere in Texas. Just Texas, the state.
New Braunfels, Texas.
I don't know where the Byron Nelson is this week. I couldn't think of the city.
It's all good. New Braunfels. Thank you, Sean. Thank you to Sparty Steve. And last but not least, I hear this guy's great. Connell Barrett at datingtransformation.com.
If you buy and read his book, Dating Sucks But You Don't, guaranteed you'll be eating cheese off the moon with your new date. No.
Hey! Cheese!
Even Harry Carey could have gotten a date with the book Dating Sucks But You Don't.
Hey, Cody. If the moon were made of green bean casserole, would you eat it?
Am I at my in-laws' house?
Do they live on the moon?
Sometimes I think they do.
Hey, Connell
But
Barrett,
no.
trying to get your date.
Get you some head cheese.
Oh, hey, what's head cheese?
Either that or some cheesy head. One or two.
Oh,
Hey, Cody, is that like Vermont cheese?
That's that late night cheese that you don't really want after a long day.
Sounds fantastic.
It's like blue cheese, but a little more tart from what they say.
Oh, God.
a little more spicy.
Amazon.com. Get the book. Dating sucks, but you don't. Oh, man. Thanks, Connell. All right. So, Bear, I can't even with Cody. Green bean casserole. I know you like you some green bean casserole.
Hell no, I don't.
Dude, we know you're lying.
Oh,
We know
That
you're
shit
lying,
gets-
Cody.
That shit gets pushed off to the side of the plate under the dinner roll.
Yep.
Take 2 bites out of that dinner roll, put that bad boy right on the side. No, that green bean casserole go right underneath it.
Yeah, there you go. All right, Bear. What happened in golf last week?
Obviously, I'm the only freaking loser who couldn't get someone through. Stupid ass Webb Simpson, broke ass. Max Homa ended up winning in a rain-soaked Wells Fargo last week. The Thursday was great. Everyone scored low, and then weather came in Friday, Saturday, a little bit of Sunday. Pretty much made for some rough, treacherous conditions. So the scoring dropped drastically. Not much excitement. But Max Homa got his 4th win on tour now. So good for him. Good dude. And totally deserved the win. But like I said, for me and Webb Simpson, he can suck it. And I guess I need to make better picks. I got it where I started researching out my picks today. That's how pissed I was that I'm doing so bad in golf this year. I think I'm second to last, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, you are. Only Dub is worse.
Yep, second to last. So I printed out the top players in the world and figured out who I do well with and who I don't. So I found myself a trend, and we're gonna see if I can change it here through the rest of the year. So we'll see. But obviously, I mean, none of us did great in golf this week. Parrott was best with Matthew Wolff getting a 25, and good for him picking Matthew Wolff because he has been playing like shit lately. So maybe it'll be his turnaround. Dub with Russell Henley getting a 41, Gray with Finau getting a 41, Cody with Terrell Hatton getting a 37. On to Byron Nelson this week. Should be most likely a birdie fest. You're gonna be looking at like 20 under, 25 under, maybe winning this tournament. Sergio won last year. I like a lot of the guys from Texas in this tournament, but it seems like a lot of those guys finish up there and just don't win it. Sung Kang won it in 19. There was no tournament in 2020. And Sung Kang, did he win 2 years in a row? Hold on a second. Nope, sorry. Aaron Wise in 2018. So, Sergio is a name, but really it's one of those things that, it seems like a lot of, I don't know how to put it. A lot of no names or mid-tier guys win at this, and a lot of the big names are like right under. So, and I'm sorry, KH Lee won last year. My apologies, not Sergio. I was looking at the wrong thing.
Well, so I'm gonna take a guy I haven't taken yet, and he's going off at 18-1 odds. Give me Sam Burns.
They're second here last year.
All right, on to Cody.
I'm gonna go with Will Zalatoris.
Willie Z.
All right, I'll get Parrott to give us his picks here shortly. So Dub or Bear, I'm sorry.
I'm going with the Texan. We're gonna go Jordan Spieth this week. I still got a lot of guys left in the top 20 I need to play before the end of the year. So we're gonna start it now. So Spieth before the PGA Championship next week.
And Dub.
one that I was thinking, I already picked him. But give me, I'm gonna go with Cody here as well. Give me Zalatoris.
Willie Z. All right, and we'll see what the Parrot comes back with. Let's move on to NASCAR at Kansas. What happened? What happened last week? I know Bear didn't get to see. I know his pick, Kyle Larson, finished last, same as Cody.
I guess I'm just done picking Kyle Larson. Every time I pick this loser, he always like shit. Finished 29th at the dirt track. Finished dead last. It was a blown engine, not a wreck. Figured that out. I got to watch the last 2 laps, so that was enough for me. But Logano bumped Byron out of the way on the
Shit.
on the second to last lap to take the lead. Byron ended up wrecking into the wall. And ended up where did he end up finishing?
Byron?
Yeah, it wasn't well. Hold on, 13th. Yeah, he ended up dropping to 13th after that. But pretty much had it intact, and Logano came on late and bumped him out of the way. Byron called him a moron and an idiot and says that's the only way he can win. I don't say he's wrong, but you know what? You got to win, man.
Yeah.
This isn't baseball. There's no unwritten rules.
It's not like he spun him, you know.
I mean,
No, but he was gaining on him. I mean, Byron was in trouble. He had a clean pass easy on him.
Yep.
He just,
yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, it was it. And could he have passed him? Maybe, but if he goes to pass him, what tells that Byron doesn't go and spin him out? So as much as, and I don't like Logano. I hate Logano. Logano is my most hated driver, but I can't be mad at what the dude did to win. We're all winning. Everyone's racing for a win here. So I don't care. Dale Earnhardt did this all the time. If it was Dale Earnhardt in that case, everyone would think it's the greatest thing ever. But because it's Joey Logano doing it, everyone gets all pissy about it because nobody likes him. It can't go both ways like that. I'm sorry. It just can't. You're going to win a race. You're making money. You got the playoffs, and he did that. And good on him. Byron has 2 wins this year. It would have been win number 3 for him. So Logano did what he had to do to win that race and get himself into the playoffs, most likely. And it's looking like he did that because now we have 10 different winners in 12 races, right?
Yep.
well,
I think
that
Byron and Chastain are the repeaters, if I'm not mistaken. They
Right.
both have 2. And then I think, hold on a second. I think I have my sheet. Chase has 1. Byron has 2. Logano has 1. Chastain has 2. Kyle has 1. Bowman has 1. Larson, I'm sorry, that was Kyle Busch, pronouns pal. Kyle Larson has 1. Chase Briscoe, Austin Cindric, and Denny Hamlin are the winners. So that is 10 winners in 12 races with Byron and Chastain both having 2. And we go to Kansas this week. Kansas. And I lost the lead.
You
So
did.
I don't get to pick first.
I was doing all right until Hamlin fell apart. I could have had a bigger lead, but now I only have a 3-point lead, but I've been behind you this whole time. So I'll take the 3-point lead, and Cody's not too far out. He's 39 points back, and he's in last. So 39 is not bad. I mean, it's basically 2 races at this point.
I talked him into Larson last week, so sorry, Cody, my bad.
Yeah, man, you owe me a stereotype.
Yep. So I'm going to go with the guy who I haven't taken yet, who's going to get redemption this week for last week. Give me 3rd win of the year, William Byron.
I was going to pick him, but I thought it was a little too fresh. I don't like guys doing this sort of thing. I think they race a little different. He's got good history at Kansas, but I can use Byron at another track later. So I'm going to go with Hamlin this week. Got good track history here. Decent track history. He's had a bad year. He only has 1 top 10, and that was his win. Isn't that crazy? He's not had a good year. So we'll see if he can go for win number 2 this week in Kansas.
All right, on to Dub.
And I didn't jinx you last week, by the way. You're welcome.
What?
I said I didn't jinx you last week either, by the way.
Yeah, no, I was watching that the entire time. I saw he was like 14th. I was like, shit.
Dude, he started last.
He was good for
I didn't watch.
DraftKings.
Man,
Yeah, I didn't watch the beginning of it. I just caught like the last stage. So,
him and Chase both. Well, I think Chase wrecked in practice, and I think Harvick.
He had to swap cars or something, didn't he?
Who? Harvick?
Yeah.
I think so. Chase ended up taking the only Hendrick backup car they had.
Which is crazy. Which obviously, I mean, it didn't matter. Bowman had issues. Larson had issues. Byron obviously had a great car. So, and Chase started 34th and finished 5th, and Harvick 35th and finished 4th. So there you go.
Yeah, he was in the top 10 the whole time. Yeah, he was just like I said, he was losing time every lap, but we already talked about that. But give me I'm gonna go in the bag a little bit. I'm gonna go with middle of the pack. Give me Justin Haley.
He had a good week.
Finished third, best finish.
Yeah.
He also, his last 2 weeks before that, I think, were like 13th and 11th too. So he's finished 13th, 11th, and third in the last 3 weeks. Racing well, Justin Haley.
Yep. He will blow an engine though this week. So
Come on, man.
no, I'm looking for a good run from him at Kansas.
I'll pick him next week after I vote him into the All-Star race.
All right. Cody, what about you?
Right, all right. I'm scrolling here, trying to see who looks the most like Kansas. All right.
You already picked Cole Custer.
Yeah. So I looked at him, I said, oh man, he Kansas all the way. He look like Topeka.
Go find the wizard. Go find the wizard.
Let's see. Nah, man, Chase Briscoe, he kind of look like Wichita, but I picked him already. Man,
Hold
let me
on.
see.
That's the crowd at Wheeling.
Yeah, there's like 1,000 people there. I don't even know if there's that many.
Well,
Jordan Strack posted it on Twitter, and I laughed at it.
yeah, well, I mean, it take a little time to get out of the mines, and you got to get to city, and they don't really take too kindly to city folk out there in West Virginia.
While Cody's looking up the most Kansas race car driver, I got a great story though from Saturday. So I was sitting.
Who knows what he's saying?
I don't know. He's stuttering out over there. I was sitting about 11 rows behind.
Oh, it is. Boy.
There's too many people talking right now.
Dub's talking, but we can't understand.
It's probably the AC is broken up his internet.
His internet was already broke.
Canary in his coal mine.
Hey, Dub, get you some better internet.
Either he's holding that pose great or he froze.
He froze.
Anyways, so I'm sitting we're sitting row 11 on Saturday, and it was already chippy by then. And this Wheeling player, last name by the way, Boomhauer, can't get more West Virginia than that. This dude was chirping with some fans, so it was during a commercial break, and the music wasn't too loud, so I yelled something like or because he made a comment to one of the fans, like, I'm here because you pay you pay to see me, something like that. I'm like, dude, and I just start yelling. I've got a couple in the bag. I'm like, dude, you make like 30 grand a year. No one gives a shit about you. He turns around and starts chirping me. He goes 70. And I said, I still make more than you. That's embarrassing. And he just kept running at it. So he was talking to the fans a lot. And he was the one.
But that makes it fun.
Oh, he was ripping on the refs and everyone. He was yelling at the refs at the end. I thought they were about to get into the fight. Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. But yeah, all fun and
Their
games.
salary cap's like 10,500 a week.
Yeah. And that's the thing is that you guys hear you, but they won't chirp back at you. So it's always fun to get that. Get a couple of laughs in the crowd, and then you get security staring at you the rest of the time. But I made sure to not use any bad language so I wouldn't get yelled at.
You're like, hey, you, boomstick.
I kept calling him Boomhauer. Boomhauer.
What was his name?
His last name was Boomhauer. Straight up West Virginia right there.
I did. You all sang the song too, Country Road. I saw a video of that. That's awesome.
Yeah, that was great. Whoever their music, whoever their DJ is there should get a raise because he did a good job. They I don't know if it's a he. They did a good job.
I saw that the Walleye, their attendance each night was more than any AHL playoff game.
Yeah.
They need to move us to the AHL.
No, I'm gonna get their asses handed to them.
No, not with this team. I'm saying like get AHL players on that team.
Oh, well, they just I mean they can stay in the ECHL and do well. I think what's gonna happen though is you're gonna get, if you get Iserman to keep picking these draft picks, you're gonna get some guys here quick, very quick, and you're gonna have a lot of good talent down there. So I could see Toledo and Grand Rapids doing well here. As
Do they still share with Toronto?
I don't.
I know it used to be the Blackhawks, and then it was like Toronto or some shit.
I think Grand Rapids is just strictly Detroit, and Toledo or is just Detroit. Let me see if that's true. All right, Cody, who's the most Kansas driver there is?
Chris Boucher.
There you go. That's Kansas right there.
You look a little more closer to that Kansas Oklahoma border, Jack. might be an undercover Jayhawk.
Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
Or not an undercover Jayhawk. He might be a Sooner. Might be a Sooner living in Jayhawk territory.
If you were a Jayhawk. Rock Chalk Jayhawk. All right. Fuck the Jayhawks. So Parrott is taking, let's see, I feel like he's taken this guy already. Yep, he did take Hovland. So no Hovland for him. But I'm going to send him his who he took. I bet you he looks up Parrott Kokrak and thinks it's a person. So his NASCAR driver, though, is Ricky Spinhouse.
Nice.
Ricky Spinhouse Jr.
Right now, Detroit is just Grand Rapids and Toledo.
Yep.
That's awesome. Awesome sauce. All right. So let's talk about, let's get into some of the playoffs, man. A lot of playoffs going on right now. Let's talk about the old NBA. Cody, I know you're a big NBA guy. What's going on in the NBA playoffs?
Oh my goodness gracious. We got Golden State up 3-1 right now on the Grizzle. It's closer than what you think it is. That series right now is easily the most exciting series going on right now.
What?
With the back and forth. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, easily.
Well, my favorite series is Boston and Milwaukee, obviously.
Yeah, but it hasn't been exciting.
Right.
Yesterday was exciting. Grandpa Horford, 30 points.
Yeah, you got Uncle Tito out here dropping
Giannis
30.
Giannis pissed him off. So
Yeah, you got a technical foul for that. It's funny how that ends up flipping everything. He didn't do anything, but they don't call that a technical foul on Draymond Green. You know, how do you call that on Giannis for staring him down? He didn't even say anything. I don't know. I don't get it. I think it's crazy.
Yeah, he's starting to get a little carried away.
By the way.
I mean, it's starting to get a little carried away with the texts and video reviews on everything. I don't know. Even with right, and that's the best part about the Memphis Golden State series. It's actual, playoff basketball. Which unfortunately, I wish they would bring back actual like hard fouls. Because if you have not Bill Laimbeer fouls. I'm talking like
assault.
Yeah, that's assault. Yeah, that's a misdemeanor. Yeah, that's a what? That's battery.
Assault, brother.
I'm talking like New York Knicks, Indiana Pacers. No free layups. hard fouls. You know, them Anthony Mason, Charles Oakley fouls. Make you think twice before you can just go down, just shoot down the lane with reckless abandon. Because you know you're not going to get
playing
touched.
this week.
Harold Varner isn't playing.
No.
Poor Parrot.
Uh,
Again.
Miami and Philly, they're going on right now as we record. That series is tied 2-2. Boston and Milwaukee, they're 2-2.
Yeah.
Yep. Heater up by 18 right now in the third.
Yeah.
Late.
So another win for the city of Miami. I mean, you give a team from a road team, they've probably been in Miami since probably Sunday or Monday. That's enough time to go to live, hit it up. Probably came in early, hit the F1 race. Enjoyed that. Fountain Blue, Miami Beach. What else? Who else? And Dallas and Phoenix.
A good series.
That's a pretty good series. Just imagine how much better it would be if Luka wasn't fat. Like, I mean, people get on James Harden because he wasn't in shape to start this season. I mean, him and Luka about the same size. They probably went to the same tailor to get their uniforms this year.
Yeah, probably. I mean,
just imagine, like, dude, if Luka was in shape, like this, that would be a closer series. But I mean, the best thing about this playoffs, man, honestly, like this is it's kind of like a changing of the guard playoffs, man. No LeBron, you don't have to hear about any of that nonsense. There's no Kevin Durant, no Kyrie, none of the the older superstars per se in the league. And you got this younger generation of guys that's coming up right now. And the league, man, the league is getting better and better. Just imagine if Trae Young and James Harden played themselves out of the league, how much better it'd be then.
And I was just told Cam Smith from the Parrot.
He's only flipped like 16 different times.
So,
And
Cody,
then,
go ahead.
I was gonna say, I mean, it's been kind of marred, man. I'm gonna tell you people out here, man, just because y'all buy a ticket to these games don't mean you get a reason to act a fool. I guess somebody put their hands on Chris Paul's wife and mom at the last game in Dallas, and it turned out to be like some punk kid. I don't know, man. I think they should just let these players start jumping up in the stands again, Vernon Maxwell style, and just slapping people. Or even for you newer generation, Marcus Smart. I think he was the last one to walk up in the stands and slap the shit out of somebody. And he did that in college. So I think they should let, Adam Silver, if you hear me, find me on Twitter at Brian_Cody. We can come up with a plan together. Let these players go up in the stands and put hands on people that deserve it.
And, you mentioned Marcus Smart. Looks tiny as shit on TV, and he's 6'3",
Right. I mean, for NBA, he's tiny. Well, not necessarily tiny, but I mean, NBA-wise, he's average,
Mm-hmm.
He's average size. But, in the real world, man, this dude 6'3", 250?
He's huge.
Easy. That's not somebody you want to try. So just remember that, man.
They got him at 6'3", 225.
Oh, he ain't no 225. Ain't no way he 225.
He ain't that big.
Cam Smith isn't playing this week. You tell Perry.
Oh my God.
You tell Perry he's got one more, he's out.
Oh, he changed it already. He said Cam Smith. I didn't even say anything. Dustin Johnson.
Okay, he's playing this week.
Yeah, we know he's playing.
Jesus.
All right. So we'll see what happens. Got the potential
Yeah.
game
Oh,
sixes and
Jokic was
sevens.
Jokic was just named MVP
Fine.
for the second year in a row, back to back.
Mhm.
They had to ship his to Amazon overnight. He was at home to collect it.
Oh, he could just go to the league office and pick it up. He ain't nothing better to do.
Right? Yeah, he got time. He got time.
No, he goes to the Amazon box, where you can get a key code, you plug it in, pull it out of the locker. Here's your MVP.
Yeah, they might have those in Denver. Matter of fact, I wouldn't doubt it.
No, I'm sure they do.
Go down to Whole Foods, grab his MVP trophy.
Pick it up at the Whole Foods. It's awesome. DHL, yeah, like he said, like Dub said, DHL, ship it out of the country.
Soprano style.
The what about the NHL? We're having some fun in the NHL too.
Yeah, they got some really good series going on. You got Carolina and Boston playing right now.
4-0 Carolina, right?
Tied 2-2. Yep, Carolina up 4-0, so they're about to go up 3-2 in that series.
I think everybody's tied
Maple Leafs are tied 2-2. The Lightning are up
Hold
2-1.
on. What's Dub trying to say?
No, I said I think everybody's tied 2-2 right now.
No, Penguins are up
That's
3-1,
Penguins.
bitch.
Lightning up 2-1 right now at the end of the second, so they got another period to go there in Toronto. Blues and Wild play. This is Tuesday when you're listening, or when we're recording this. They're tied at 2. Kings and Oilers are tied at 2. Penguins are up 3-1.
Back-to-back games with 7 goals.
Yep, they are in New York Wednesday night. Caps and Panthers are tied at 2. They play Wednesday in Florida, and the Stars and Flames are tied at 2. They play in Calgary on Wednesday night as well. So yeah, a lot of great series going on right now in hockey.
Except the Avalanche, they swept, didn't they?
Yep. The Avs swept the Preds, which is great because that's who I picked to win. So
The Avs or the Predators?
the Avs,
Beautiful.
not the Preds. Go and look one up too. The first goal Colorado had yesterday went through the top of the net.
Really?
Yeah, shredded the net. They had to sew it back together. Freaking
Was slap shot?
Oh yeah. One timer. It was sick. Went right through the top. Unbelievable. Hell of a shot.
Edmonton, man, I just don't get Edmonton. Okay, so they lose game 1 4-3, then they win 6-0, 8-2, and then they lose 4-0.
Very up and down. Very up and down. But in Edmonton, I expect them to win tonight. And same with Minnesota. I expect Minnesota to win. The only home team that's going to lose today will be Toronto, and then they'll end up getting closed out by Tampa. In Tampa, probably on Thursday, I assume they play. But just like I said, everyone freaked out because the Maple Leafs won 7-0. Sorry, it's still Toronto. They haven't won a cup since like 63. So Tampa's a 2-time defending champs. Not going to be an easy out.
Nope. Not at all. All right. So what about this past weekend at UFC? I didn't see any of it because obviously I was gone. I don't know anything that happened outside of that kick to the face.
Oh my God.
Yep. Chandler went all Anderson Silva on Tony Ferguson. I definitely got that one wrong. I figured Ferguson would have won that, but did not happen. Chandler with an awesome face kick KO. The women's I did not see, but I heard it may have been one of the most boring fights in history.
Oh, it was awful. Oh, it was terrible. I actually watched it, and I went and washed my hair during the fight, and then came back, and it was still going.
And they were still fighting.
They're still fighting. It was still round 2. So, I went and washed and shampooed, conditioned my hair, came back, and it was a minute left in round 2. So
I heard it was bad.
Dude, like I swear Rose Namajuanis, like she threw she easily threw like 5 punches that whole fight. And I don't know what her corner was thinking, but they gave her the worst game plan I've ever seen or heard in my life. And I don't know much about MMA except for hit and don't get hit back. Don't get choked out and don't get your arm torn out of its socket. That's all I could really tell you to know about MMA. And they told her none of that stuff. Like I can't even remember girl's name now that beat her. Oh my gosh.
Carla
Uh
Esparza.
yeah, Sparza. She literally won that fight. She won the championship with I think 3 takedowns. And that's what won the fight. 3 takedowns.
I'm happy I didn't watch it. I would have fell asleep and missed the main event.
Dude, it was so bad. It was awful. And I mean, granted, I think that was Esparza's, I think that was her plan all along, was to try to wrestle her. And, because I mean, dude, like Thug Rose has hands. Like she got hands. So that was the plan. Don't get punched in the mouth and wrestle her down to the ground. And I mean, yes, that's probably a weak spot in Thug Rose's game. But still like try to engage. And she didn't do any of that. And this was the same week that they had said that Esparza was getting married. I guess she's getting married, her weddings within the next like 2 or 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, this is crazy, man. Yeah, so she wasn't trying to get beat up or at least hit in the face. And like this should have been a short fight, one way or another. And I don't know. I wrote on Twitter. I mean, Stephanie McMahon had a whole no holds barred match the week of her wedding. And yet Carla Esparza couldn't throw hands, man.
Well, with as terribly boring as that fight was, I really hope that they don't give her a rematch. I'm sure they will, but there is a chicken strawweight, Marina Rodriguez, who they should be on the lookout for, who will probably be the next champ. Because I don't think Carla is that good, honestly.
Right. Yeah, she's what, older?
But it all depends how they handle the Jessica Andrade situation, who also is coming off 2 wins in a row. So I'm hoping they put her and Thug Rose as a number 1 contender, and they
eliminate her. There you go.
Yeah, they give Marina the shot at Carla, because that Weili Zhang, who lost to Thug Rose twice in a row, is fighting Joanna Jędrzejczyk or whatever, and I think she's moving up that weight class for that, so they can't put her in that title picture anymore, especially since she lost to twice. So I'm hoping that they give Marina that shot against Carla, and then they let Jessica Andrade and Rose fight for the next shot at the belt. I think that's what should be done, but who knows? If Uncle Dana wants to make money, that's the fight that they need to make.
Yeah, if old Pepperidge Farm get his shit together, he ain't gonna do it though.
And then the worst thing about all this we talked about. So on Friday, Oliveira missed weight by like 0.2 pounds after being 0.5 over, which they come to find out that the scale was calibrated in kilos and then ended up like back to weight, so it was off. And a lot of people were a little bit over, and Oliveira couldn't cut that half pound to get there, so he was stripped of the title, and which in my mind is bullshit. Ended up still regaining, well, not regaining, but yes, have the interim belt, gets to fight for his title at the next one by beating Gaethje, who we all know is going to lose by submission. Big fucking shock. The dude that has lost 4 fights, all of his 4 fights, what has he lost by? Submission.
Yeah, he got
so you
pummeled.
I mean,
too.
I just don't understand like how how people actually bet on Gaethje and thought Gaethje was going to win. One, some guy being half a pound over don't mean shit. So anyone who took that into account is an idiot. And two, a guy who was 23-3 with 3 submission losses and like 12 KOs fighting a dude who I think Oliveira's been knocked out once maybe, but has probably one of the strongest chins in UFC. I mean, I've seen that dude take shots that would kill men and just kind of wobble and be back to it. So I think this was a mismatched fight the entire time. And I think Gaethje overrated his shit regardless, but he'll still
He rocked him. I mean, he rocked him a few times.
Twice.
Yeah.
But
He knocked him down. He had 2 knockdowns.
Oliveira has been knocked down like 3 or 4 times, I think, in his last 4 or 2 or 3. But the dude he just has a chin, man. It's either that or he has an impeccable recovery time when he gets popped on.
Yeah. I almost want to say, like, watching that fight, and maybe this is like the wrestling in me, like the pro wrestling fan in me, but it looked like he was taking bumps when he got rocked just to try to get Gaethje to come down to the ground. I mean, the first time he legit got rocked, though. Like, he got rocked and he wobbled and went down. And then the next couple times he got knocked down after that, he just kind of just like dropped real quick. And, like the first thing he did, he got on his back and he put his feet up to kind of, guard. And Gaethje didn't even think twice. Like, he just stood back. Each time he hit Oliveira hit the canvas, Gaethje stepped back like 2-3 steps to make him get back up.
And that's another thing, though. You get Gaethje going in, you got to go for that knockout shot if you got it. You have to. So his game plan, again, knowing that he's going to get submitted, it works against him. And that's why he'll never be champion. Unfortunately, the Cerrone and Lozon fight was canceled. I don't know if it was unfortunate. That could have been the end of someone's life, both of them. Jeez.
I think somebody's walker lost a tennis ball and they went looking for it.
I assume they'll be on the next pay-per-view. Cerrone was sick. I heard he got sick like a day before the fight, and it wasn't COVID, I guess, but he was sick, so he didn't want to risk it, which I get it. It is in these times. I'm sure if it was pre-COVID, he probably would have fought, would be my guess. But
older people get the gout a little bit easier now. So they get older in age.
He probably Cerrone probably just had the old bottle flu, too many Budweisers the night before, and did the old call off work. Sorry, can't make it.
Right.
I'll get you
took advantage. Yeah, he took advantage.
Give me in the
took
June
advantage of that new COVID protocol. Nowadays all you gotta do is say you got a fever and they tell you don't come in to work.
Yep. You probably got paid for it too, so that's all right. And then probably in the second most boring fight, OSP beat Shogun. Hopefully Shogun doesn't show his face in the UFC anymore. And honestly, hopefully OSP doesn't either, because he fucking sucks too.
Nah, they'll show up in Bellator.
That's fine, as long as it's not the UFC. As long as not damn UFC. And then next week we got Jan, who was supposed to fight in Columbus but got hurt, is fighting Alexander Rakic in a light heavyweight fight, UFC Fight Night next week. Ryan Spann and Ion Cutelaba, Davey Grant and Luis Smolka, Caitlin Chukagan and Amanda Ribas, Frank Camacho. I wonder if his nickname's Macho. I bet it is. Manuel Torres, Jake Hadley, Alan Nalasigo is your card for that one. Oh, where are they? Where is that supposed to be? Well, I'll have to see. I wonder if that's out of the country or if that's one in the States. But it should be okay fight, I guess. No, it isn't It is in the apex.
The craziest part about that Oliveira fight, he had what did he have? He had a triangle. He had a triangle choke and then went to an arm bar and then got a rear naked choke. Like he purposely let those go to get a rear naked choke and choked him out.
Hold number 6, arm bar.
Arm bar.
Hey, like you said, though, it's that dude's weakness, and Oliveira fought to it, and he got screwed out of his title. But hopefully in a few months, he wins it back.
Yeah, man.
I'm sure against Cody's best friend, Conor McGregor.
Oh my god. I thought he would have learned his lesson the last time he fought a real fighter and would stay away.
He would die if he fight. If he
I
ended
hope
up
he does. I hope he
Oliveira.
does. Please fight Oliveira. Please. Please. I will buy tickets for that one.
For which one?
If Oliveira and McGregor fought.
Oh gosh.
Oh my gosh.
He'd get his shit kicked in.
You know how much blood and plasma I'm gonna donate and how much stuff I'm gonna sell just to get cage side seats for that? Whew.
Probably a lot.
Man, I will walk to Vegas for that fight.
Walk to Vegas.
Just to see. Oh my gosh, man! Just to see him get murdered like that, and that's what it would be. It'd be a euthanization, or it'd be euthanasia. Legalized euthanasia.
Well, we're gonna.
Did Dub fall asleep?
We're gonna. If Dana put him, if he gave McGregor another title shot, there would be riots. I don't think that's going to happen. He's still got to at least get another win.
Well, if he do it now, technically he could fight him now since he's not champion.
Well, but that's the thing is Oliveira is going to get. He's going to fight for the title though, so he's already going to beat. Right. And the problem is the number 2 guy is Poirier, who just got beat by Oliveira. So you can't put Poirier back with him. Gaethje, number 4, if you go down the rankings, is Islam, but Islam hasn't fought anybody. His last 3 wins are Thiago Moises, Dan Hooker, and Bobby Green. Like he's got to fight someone. So I think Islam is going to have to fight Poirier, and then you can have Oliveira fight the winner of that, and a late pay-per-view, December pay-per-view for that lightweight title. Because other than that, there's that Benirao Darush, who did beat Ferguson in his last fight, but you can't jump him over a couple other guys. I wouldn't be surprised if he fights Chandler or something like that, or maybe Gaethje when he can, or McGregor. Who knows? Maybe they get someone they give. But if McGregor fought Darush, he would also get destroyed. So
yeah,
the only shot McGregor has to win one of these against some of these contenders would be maybe Michael Chandler and probably Justin Gaethje. Honestly, I bet those would be your 2.
Yeah, he better off fighting another sexual assault charge. Them seem to be about the only matches he win lately. Jesus.
Oh.
That proper number 12, that's the charges he get every time he leave the house. Come home with 12. That's why he named it proper 12. That's because he knows the amount of people in a jury.
Oh man.
Well, let's because I told Jeremy about 9:30. Let's do trivia real quick. Barry, you got those updated standings?
Yeah, updated standings. We have Gray with 70, Cody with 34, me with 36, Dub with 54, Parrot with 6, Brandon with 0, Shiv with 0, Peapod with 4.
Go Peapod.
You got more than Shiv.
All right, let's see what he's got for us. The Utah Jazz. No. Of all the players currently still involved in the NBA playoffs as of today, Which player has played in the most playoff games? Tough, worth 4 points.
That's a good question.
Ooh.
I'm good.
Hold on, let me pull up the chat. Rudy Gobert. Oh wait.
Oh,
One and
as of today.
done.
Can you, by the way, while people type this, can you believe Gobert said he could have taken Shaq in his prime?
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
He couldn't
God.
take
Yeah, I
Shaq.
see
He couldn't
that.
take Shaq now.
That's what
Right.
I said. He couldn't take Shaq now. David
Dude, do you
Robinson
know what
couldn't
Shaq-
take Shaq. David Robinson was one of the best defensive centers ever.
So Miami's up by 31.
I told you though. What did I say? They got Embiid back and they won both in Philly. That's what they had to do, but it's not going to be enough to beat Miami.
31.
104.
Oh shoot.
Wild.
I
All right.
mean-
I'm ready if y'all are ready.
Oh shit. Wait. No. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. It's probably wrong though.
All right. We ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, and go. Horford, Iguodala, Draymond Green.
Draymond gets kicked out of half of them, so it's not going to be him.
Yeah. It was either who I answered or only other person I could think of. It's probably who.
Iguodala.
There we
It
go.
was AI.
Good one.
I changed it at the last minute.
Who'd you have
It's
before?
almost- Udonis Haslam.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, he been down in Miami. He played for them since what, like 91? He played with Ronnie Cycli and Tim Hardaway, I think.
All right. Nice job, Cody. Give Cody the points. 4. Danny Green was actually next.
Danny Green, really?
Wow.
Wow,
Yeah,
he's
dude,
been in the
he's
league
one of-
longer than.
Oh,
Okay.
Danny Green's been there forever, but he's always been on those teams.
He was with the Spurs for the longest time.
Yep. He had a couple of shots with them and
Yeah.
some fine. He actually, the one where they beat the Heat. No, they lost to the Heat. He had some big shots, or he had some big shots in that series.
All right. Ready
Yeah.
for wrestling. Give this one to Cody, too.
Rudy Gobert could take Shaq. Oh my
For
god.
3 points, who did Brock Lesnar defeat to win King of the Ring in 2002?
Ooh, that's a good question.
These are just like the last match. Overall.
To win King of the Ring.
So the last match.
God damn.
Oh,
Oh,
this is tough. I don't remember this shit at all.
I don't
Right.
either. Just taking a guess.
02.
I don't know. Whew, Nikita Lion sighting. Lord and Lord. We need to go to we need to go do an NXT taping. Only if Nikita Lyons is on the card, though. If she ain't on the card, I ain't going,
If she pins me.
right? I'm jumping the barricade.
Yeah, like that girl at UFC that got thrown off the octagon.
It
my
was like a straight push. It was like
Yeah.
a straight
He just
push.
pushed her, but she went flying because she was like 100
Yeah.
pounds.
Yeah, like he just extended
Don't do
his
dumb
arms.
shit.
That's all he did.
Don't do dumb shit. That's what you get. All right, mine's a total guess.
Same.
Yeah, me too.
I had like 3 guesses. I'm just picking this one because it sounds decent.
All right.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, and go. Batista, Benoit, Jericho, Edge.
We all got different answers. None of us are probably right.
It's probably gonna be like
Hardcore Holly.
Yeah. Spike Dudley.
Al Snow.
What is everybody?
Oh,
Cheesehead.
man. Raven.
RVD.
Oh, RVD. huh?
RVD. Oh, damn.
He wishes they would
Uh.
bring back pay-per-views for King of the Ring.
Mm.
Would be interesting. All right. So we gotta talk about over the weekend we had Backlash.
WrestleMania Backlash.
Yeah, WrestleMania Backlash. Which we have a new second place person in old wrestling. Believe it or not, it's our resident Parrot now in second. Bear had a bad night.
Yeah, me and Cody had a bad night.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Cody always has a bad night with wrestling picks.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It doesn't make sense. I just don't understand why you had Ronda beat Charlotte now. I'm assuming something's happening, maybe a second plastic surgery.
Yeah, because
she's
she's like
going to get married.
injured.
Yeah. Charlotte. Yeah, she's going to get married. That's at least what I seen today.
Yeah, I guess
she's gonna be taking time off to go get married. They're gonna actually go through with it. And
Yeah,
I couldn't figure out where the wedding was, so I could, stop it.
Who is this? Like, who's this girl that's like Darby Allin as a woman?
Oh, Cora Jade, whoever she is, I don't know.
So she's Darby Allin's probably wife.
No, that would be Gigi Dolan. That's his ex at least, and he beat her up. So
Oh, go him.
yeah,
No, that's terrible.
yeah, he so he was doing coffin drops at home
Oh, Jesus.
on her. So yeah.
Well, we all 5 of us took Cody Rhodes, who won, and it was I like the finish too. Seth tries to win dirty and he gets him back and wins dirty. It was nice.
That was the best match that night on the card.
Yep. Bloodline winning. I was happy to see that. Just let it go, so we didn't have to have an Uso take a pin. Who did take the pin I can't even remember. Was
Riddle.
it Riddle?
Yeah.
Riddle
took the spear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was with Roman, so it really doesn't matter.
Right. Yeah,
Right.
it doesn't hurt him any.
But I guess they're just the bloodline's just gonna win forever. I mean,
I know, man. I figured they were gonna.
I think they're going to keep doing this until it's a shock. Well, at least until Cody Rhodes wins the belt.
Well, I think, yeah, I don't know. If Cody Rhodes probably gonna end up winning Money in the Bank.
That would be awesome.
Well, he was the one that promoted it on the pay-per-view, so I'm assuming he's gonna win it, and that is how I bet Roman will have to be beat, and then they can feud towards whatever. So maybe it's
Then he can bring back the wing title.
But I guess that's how they're gonna. I think they kind of booked themselves into a corner, unifying these belts too. 'Cause I mean, like now, Roman doesn't do both shows. You don't have a legit contender on either show either. So I don't know. I mean, maybe that's
Cody's
what
a
they'll
legit
do.
contender.
Yeah, but he's on Raw. I mean, what are they gonna do for SmackDown? 'Cause there ain't nobody that's gonna beat him on SmackDown.
All the heavy powers on Raw.
Yeah,
Unless that's it, and they bring back another belt for that, they use ones, and then I'll bring back the old wing or the old belt. I don't know.
yeah. They might not be able to bring that winged eagle back though. Since Reggie Parks has passed on. There might be they might end up bringing the big eagle back, the big blue.
Whatever they got to do.
Yeah, if they do it, I don't see them doing it though. Especially now since they just put the big blue on the shop that's available right now on in the shop for sale.
I haven't bought anything from WWE shop for like 5 years.
Yeah, they just released it.
I'm gonna have to go look at the
What I
belt.
seen.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah, from what I seen, looks good. Looks nice.
Big Eagle, $430.
Sheesh.
That is a
If
lot.
anybody
of
wants to, Triple H, Stephanie, if you hear me, hook us up, man. We won a championship too. We're the championship podcast of the Midwest, the Lake Erie region. Like if this Little League World Series, we'd be the Great Lakes representative. Like, where's our championship belt? Yeah, man. Where's our championship belt? Right. Ship that belt, man. We'll take a picture with you.
Well, you could get Cody. You could go on there and buy a Think Big Biggie shirt for $12.95.
There we go. As long as he get all $12, because he need it right now.
Yeah, he ain't getting nothing.
I seen his neck is last I seen it's not healing as good as they thought it was going to right now. He kind of suffered a setback. So that'll delay his return even more.
Oh, you can
if he even returns.
You can get a Vader neck gaiter for $10.99.
If it ain't the face mask, I don't want it.
Yeah, about to say, if it's not the one that blows steam out the horns, I'm out.
Oh, the Mastodon?
Yeah, I need that Mastodon.
That thing probably weighs more than me, but it'd be worth it.
It's like the old school, the old LOD shoulder pads back in the day.
Actual spikes on the motherfuckers.
Right? And how dope would it be? Let's say Cody wins Money in the Bank, beats Roman for the title, and then, well, shit. Yeah, maybe him and Lashley. That'd be a nice little feud.
That ain't gonna happen.
No, that would make too much sense.
Cody, you can get your Harlem Heat jacket.
They have a jacket? Did they have a jacket?
Hold up. There you go.
Like a Miami Heat jacket. More than Harlem Heat.
$80. The fuck?
Right. Where's the do-rag to go with it? You need the do-rag to go with it.
No, that's too much.
Yeah, man.
They ain't gonna do that.
Right.
You got the shorts to match too. Oh, dude, Cody, I found your birthday gift.
Is it a Ron Simmons headband?
It's close. Hold on. There's these. Oh no, I got to share my screen. It's close.
Right.
It's even better.
I say, is it if it's the Ron Simmons headband? Oh, God damn.
Shit.
Damn.
Hulk Hogan can tell time for you.
God damn.
Let me tell you something, brother. It's 10 a.m. It's time for your breakfast. Make sure you get your breakfast, Cody. It's time to eat your vitamins and your Ritz and peanut butter crackers. Come on, brother. It's time.
Oh my God. How did he not plaster his face on one of them alarm clocks? I could see that.
Dude, that would be brilliant. I think we got
Good morning, brother.
Brother. Well, actually, if it was for Cody, it'd probably be some other choice words. But
It's time to shit, shave, and shower, brother.
You wake up, brother, unless you really are, brother.
Oh,
Then I got nothing for you.
Oh, jeez. Man.
Oh, man.
Cody. So anyway, with wrestling,
you ain't wrong.
yeah,
Get
Madcap
that dude, man.
Madcap beat Corbin. Omos beat Bobby because of the interference from MVP. And then Edge beat AJ Styles because of interference from the newest member, Rhea Ripley. What are they calling her now? I know their Judgment Day is their faction.
No, it's not Judgment Day. It's the Ministry of Darkness placed by the Gideons.
So Judgment Day.
Placed by the Gideons. You got to say the whole thing like a Tribe Called Quest or Another Bad Creation or Belle Biv DeVoe.
There we go. All right, let's get we want to wrap this shit up. Let's talk about Pennsylvania. So the first baseball stadium was actually built in Pittsburgh, 1909.
Nice.
The chocolate capital of the world is
Hershey.
GPA.
The first computer existed in Philadelphia in 1946.
And they still don't know how to use it.
First piano in America was built in Philly in 1775. The Declaration of Independence was signed in Philadelphia in 1776 because Philly was the capital originally. Philadelphia Zoo was the first public zoo in the United States. Philly was once the capital city of the U.S. As mentioned, the first daily newspaper was published in Philly.
Dashed a bullet with that one, didn't we?
For one season in 1943, the Philadelphia Eagles and Pittsburgh Steelers merged to form the Steagles due to the loss of so many players in World War II.
That had to just be fun.
Right.
Man.
The state insect is a firefly or a lightning bug. Oldest gas station in the U.S. is located in Altoona. Pennsylvania is one of the few U.S. states that is a commonwealth, which has no legal meaning but emphasizes the role of the people in the state's government. Others are Kentucky, Virginia, Massachusetts. Third biggest city in Pennsylvania after Philly and Pittsburgh is Allentown.
Shout out.
Nation's
Yeah,
oldest
shout
golf
out
course.
Allentown.
Nation's oldest golf course is in Clarion. The first department store in the U.S. is located in Philly. It was called Wanamaker's. Here's a good trivia question. Who is the only president from Pennsylvania?
That is a good question.
Mm-mm.
I don't know.
Millard Fillmore.
Polk.
Cody?
I don't know. Taft. Or no, Taft's from Ohio. Herbert Hoover.
James Buchanan. A weird law forbids singing in the bathtub. Another forbids the sweeping of dirt underneath a rug. They have the highest
Where else
Amish.
you gonna sweep it at? You ain't been to Philly?
They got chicken in Philly. The highest Amish population in the world. Most haunted house in the country was once considered to be the Congliere House on Ridge Street in Pittsburgh. First complete T-Rex skeleton can be found in the Carnegie Museum in Pittsburgh.
Not true. I saw it at O'Hare Airport.
The first baseball stadium in Pittsburgh. That's an interesting thing. Pennsylvania was the only colony of the original 13 that did not border the Atlantic Ocean. The official state beverage is milk.
Boils.
There we go. So that's your
Makes
take on
sense
Pennsylvania.
Now it all makes sense. Kurt Angle, milk, Pennsylvania.
Pittsburgh, Schittsburg.
Yeah,
Boils.
yeah, McPoyles. Matter of fact, man, I got a bone to pick with Pennsylvania too. You know, shout out to Doorstop, the restaurant. On Diver, was 3D Guy Fieri Diners, was Diners, Drive-ins, Dumps. Yeah, Triple D.
Divers, diners, drive-ins, and dives, not dumps.
Whatever, dumps, dives, it's all the same.
Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
Probably would have called it 3D, but the Dudley boys already took that.
Right. Triple D. It's a little bit more appetizing. Doorstop though. Great breakfast, man. Good breakfast. Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, you can see in Pennsylvania, in Pittsburgh. Shout out to that, man. Shout out to Mr. Rogers.
RIP.
But yeah, man, please stop telling people it's land of the three rivers when it's only two. Okay? That's all I ask, man. It's not three rivers, okay? It's two rivers that split. One river is two rivers, and the one is split on a different side, and they want to try to call it three rivers. It's not. It's two.
It's three, Cody.
It's two rivers.
It's three.
It's the same river and some rocks in between the leg of it. It's like a piece of titanium in between Terry Bollea's hip. It's
Oh,
still one hip, but it's in two pieces.
Wow. You went there.
I guess it'd be his back, huh?
when
Be his
that
back.
when that hip comes crashing down, it hurts inside.
Man, shout out Bruno Sammartino, Pennsylvania's own.
So let's wrap this up. Thanks to Wes Anderson, All Wear Clothing, Crandall's Quality Landscaping, Sparty Steve, Connell Barrett, datingtransformation.com. As always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night.
Make sure you take your vitamins around 8 a.m., brother.
Unless you're a real brother and you only get those vitamins behind the wall, brother. A 4x6 cage.
Don't do all that. Make sure you drink your milk.